Greetings, Light Drive. Jane Palmer here, Spirit Silver Moon for Harmony Energy Healing. And I was inspired to do a video today after talking to my friend Sandra, and I have to thank her for bringing up these topics and for the discussions that we had regarding them and for what it has inspired. And so there's different things I want to touch on, but what we were talking about to a large degree was the middle way, the middle path, middle ground. Walking away from what no longer serves, okay? And whatever that means to us, which is different than what it means to somebody else. And we should try to still honor the fact that they're at a different level of understanding, a different vibrational level, a different level of awakening and awareness, different experiences, okay, different perceptions that are different. So hopefully people will honor us and our choices in our path as long as we're not intentionally harming anyone. And hopefully we can do the same for other people. And this video is going to talk a little bit about taking sides and walking away from taking sides, and about people that attack what is half of something. We're all pieces of the whole, right? And she's half Native, and she also honors her maybe Spanish and Portuguese roots, but she gets hammered by some of her Native American brothers and sisters because they don't think she should honor blood that isn't Native. Okay, so there are different cultures here for different purposes, and our spirit's been many things. So even if our body isn't pure blood or isn't all of one particular bloodline, it doesn't mean that it's inferior. It means that it's here to have an experience to learn by, and we also learn by how our brothers and sisters treat us, even if they claim to be something that they feel is superior, but they don't act that way. They don't know how to act that way. They don't know how to treat people with honor and respect, so they're not honoring their culture, probably, in a way, but they're also not honoring their spirit, their soul, whatever it is. But it's all an individual journey. It's really just a gauntlet. It's really just an initiation and a learning experience. So people that are hammered by their Native American brothers and sisters, not that this happens all the time because they're only half blood, so they're not included. Maybe you could honor that half of the blood that you think is so superior, whatever it is, whatever culture it is. Okay, and some people are Native in spirit, and they know it, and Natives know it, and they honor it because they're of a higher vibration, because they're honoring their culture to honor other people, no matter what their bloodline is. Okay, we're in different bloodlines by choice, but we don't remember. Just like, you know, and I want to talk about how when people are hammering and bashing whatever president it is and whatever they did or didn't do, to where if they hear a clip of something that implies that they said something, or shows that whatever that they said something, and so they react to that, they blow up and they totally react, and it's funneling their energy and power, but they're reacting to ignorance because they don't have the facts. But some people will go and maybe watch that entire speech and go, oh, that's not what he said. So it really helps us to do our homework, to do our due diligence, and to, you know, when we pick a side and then we decide that that's our side and then we're going to pour all of our hatred into the other side. But did we actually investigate what that other side's all about? And understand that maybe they have a reason for being there too? Okay, maybe not. So just like what my friend was saying is that with mining on native lands, which shouldn't be happening, that everybody wants to be throwing the shit at Trump. But maybe they don't know that Obama and McCain are the ones who sold the land in the first place. So let's get our facts straight before we start reacting and overreacting. We were talking about walking away. Okay, so when we label ourselves with a party or a side or a denomination, we limit ourselves, we put ourselves in this box. We think we have to defend that because we think that's the truth. For us, it might be a truth, but we think we have to defend it when truth needs no defense. So sometimes we run ourselves into the ground and harm other people along the way on this quest for truth, or maybe because we're actually not on a quest for truth, because we're really not trying to find the truth. We're just stuck in this programming of something that we believe to be correct and that we feel like we have to defend it to the death. The other thing that my friend was saying, thank you, Sandra, for this, is she was talking about a woman who went away from her tribe area to study law because she wanted to help her people. And when she came back, they thought that she was too changed in the ways of the whites or something. And she decided that she wasn't going to allow her husband to beat her. That now, you know what? With being out in the world and what she learned, maybe she came up with enough self-respect that she decided it's not okay for her husband to beat her. And then the people around her said, how dare you defy your husband? And so she walks alone now. Thank you, Sandra, for that. Yeah, when we get strong enough not to accept the fuckery of our surroundings, whether it's our culture, our religion, politics, our village, our tribe, our programming and conditioning, our mindsets, our thought forms, our wounds, things that we may or may not be addressing that need our attention. Okay, I did take notes for this, obviously. So basically, it's about honoring people, whoever they are, wherever they are, if we can. Honoring bloodlines. One isn't any more superior or inferior than any other one. It's what we do with it. The spirit that's in that bloodline, what's that doing? Okay? How does that treat other people through this vehicle that's filled with whatever blood? Okay? You have the physical DNA and then you have the spiritual DNA, and they're not the same thing. So some people are walking away from a label. They're walking away from a party. Maybe they're more liberal. Maybe they're more conservative. That doesn't even really matter, because they're walking the middle ground, the middle way, the middle path. Because extremism on either side is showing that something needs to be healed. Like, and my friend was saying, and we've heard the thing, the different parties are parts of wings of the same bird. Like, you can't do away with one and still be able to fly. You can't, there needs to be balance. So in duality and these polarities, when one side's trying to overtake or imbalance another, it ain't gonna fly. So how do you have balance between the two? How can you be, so like if you have a certain type of way that you feel about something that you don't even have to explain, you may or may not know why you're that way, and you lean in that direction as far as what you support and what you don't for yourself. But other people are different. And if they're not on the same page as you for different reasons, they can make their own choices, and you don't have to judge them. You don't have to shun them and treat them like they're inferior pieces of shit because they made a different decision that doesn't go along with your religious programming or your political preferences. So to walk away from what no longer serves you is empowering. When you can stop attacking through the hate, whatever it is, that's empowering. When we stop doing that, maybe we can see the level to which we've healed. So for whatever that's worth, thank you, Sandra, for the inspiration for this little video and these topics. Peace.